Welcome, my name's Kelly Bailey and I'm Head of Regional Sales here at Interserve Learning and Employment. I'm here today to talk to you about becoming a line manager for an apprentice. I'd like to start off by saying congratulations on becoming a line manager for an apprentice. I myself have been a line manager for numerous apprentices over the years, and it's really rewarding to see that person develop new skills and really reward them with a qualification at the end of it. Remember, the apprentice may not be a new member of staff. There may be someone in your team that's worked there for many years that would like to gain a nationally recognised qualification. So typically the apprenticeship is a minimum of 12 months, and you will need to be committed to your apprentice's apprenticeship throughout this time, providing support and guidance to them when required. So to start the learner journey, we require each party to sign a commitment statement. So the commitment statement is signed by the apprentice's line manager, the apprentice themselves, and also us as the training provider. But also, if the apprentice is under 17 years of age, their parent or guardian must also sign the commitment statement. The commitment statement is the start of the learning journey. But also, if there are any changes throughout the qualification, the commitment statement must be re-signed. So you may see this document again at some point throughout the qualification, purely because there's been a change to someone's circumstances. But don't worry, because here at Interserve Learning and Employment, we will check the eligibility and be able to make you aware if any of the forms need to be re-signed. So throughout the journey, you'll be supported by your Training and Development Officer, that is known as a TDO. So your TDO will visit you and your apprentice on a regular basis throughout the qualification. And they're there to offer guidance and support throughout the award. But remember, your responsibility is to support your apprentice, giving guidance, motivation and support throughout the qualification. So this could be someone new that's just started their career and they require more from you in showing them how to do their job. But it could be someone that's worked in your team for many years that you're supporting throughout the qualification through regular one-to-ones, development chats and looking at future progression with that person. So once the commitment statement's signed and the qualification has begun, your TDO will visit you on a regular basis. We also have a great support network here at ILE, Interserve Learning and Employment, that will help you and support you throughout the journey. This includes a great quality team that can support with any issues that you may have, a customer service team who encourage feedback on a regular basis, as well as a functional skills team that can support for any maths, English, any sort of extra learning support that you may require for your apprentice. But we're all here to help. So any questions, no matter how big or small, please get in touch. And as I say, your first port of contact would more than likely be your TDO at the start of the journey. And this is the person that you'll build the relationship with throughout your apprentice's learning journey. So thinking about the apprentice and how is it delivered? So we deliver it in many different ways, but it's also worth remembering that 20% of the learning must be completed off the job, and you're required to ensure that your apprentice is given the support to be able to complete this part of their apprenticeship. But we can support you in this. So this could be through many different ways of blended learning. This could be shows that your apprentice may attend. It could be through peer-to-peer learning. It could be through our virtual learning environment. So this is an online learning platform that again can support you with this support. And you'll also have a login yourself to the Onefile portfolio, which is where all your apprentices' qualification will be stored. This is a great tool for you to be able to monitor their progress, but also to help support you through their one-to-ones. So for myself, when I've got an apprentice in my team, I'll actually log into the Onefile and be able to see how they're progressing through their qualification. If there are any emails or messages from their TDO that I also need to be aware of, that I can support, but I can also give witness testimonies there. So that would be your role as a line manager, because remember, the TDO is not going to see everything on their visits. So it's great for you to get involved and be able to give us feedback on a regular basis, tell us if they've progressed in any way, if there's something that we've missed. So throughout the qualification, we'll be gathering evidence to meet the requirements of the standards of the qualification, and we'll require your support to help us do that. So we love to hear feedback as well from you. So any feedback that you have may be good or bad. You know, we take on board this feedback, but there's many different ways that we also gather feedback. So that's from learner surveys that we'll send out. So these will come across, and employer surveys that you'll receive via email. Your training development officer as well will also actively gather feedback from you on their visits, and that might be recorded on the review that you'll do with and this will be a three-way review, remember. So that'll be yourself as line manager, your apprentice will be there, as well as the training delivery officer. They'll also be there as well. So responsibilities, what are your main responsibilities of being a line manager? And I think the main thing that I would give you for advice is that be there to motivate and support your apprentice, talk to them about what's going well, but equally, are they struggling with anything? Have they got any development that they'd like? You could be the perfect person to help them develop. So it's great if you can keep in contact with them, talk to them regularly about the qualification, and really get their feedback as well on how they're feeling. Because we've often found that the more a line manager is involved in the apprenticeship of their apprentice, the more successful that person is. And we often find that future progression as well. So they may be starting at a level 2 qualification, and that might, with your support, enable them to get up to a level 4, 5 qualification. Remember, apprenticeships now are not only level 2 foundation qualifications, they go right up to degree level. So we really require your support and guidance to support your apprentice through their learning journey. So another key thing for you to remember is the endpoint assessment. So here at Interserve Learning and Employment, we do not complete the endpoint assessment. This is completed by an external agency, and this is your choice. You can pick that, but just remember we can help you to be able to choose your endpoint assessment. This is often referred to as an EPA. So the EPA is the final part of the apprenticeship, and your apprentice is required to pass this to get their certificate. But again, your TDO will support you throughout this, ensuring that your apprentice, when they get to the Learning Gateway, is ready to take the endpoint assessment. So as I said before, feedback. We love feedback, but we'll also provide you with an employer handbook. So this handbook will be your guide. So if there's any questions or anything that you want to refer back to, please refer to your employer handbook on a regular basis. But remember, you'll see us. We'll be coming in to see you very often, so your TDO will be there. Talk to us, pick up the phone. We're all here to support you. What I'd like to say is good luck with your apprentice, and remember, get in touch if you want anything. Thank you.